Regarding the eviction itself and the demolition which occurred after last Shabbat, Yoni Kempinski is now with us with some more details. Shalom, Yoni.
Shalom, Aaron.
So today we learned about how the soldiers were briefed before heading out towards Kiryat Arba. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, according to a report in the Ma'ariv newspaper, the soldiers, the Givanti Brigade soldiers, who came to evacuate the Federman and Tor families and destroy their farms, were misled by their commanders. According to this report, the commanders told them there was a serious terrorist threat and a high possibility that a terrorist has infiltrated a Jewish community. The commanders did this taking into account that the 40 yeshiva students who were on duty that night would maybe refuse to assist the Samniks, the special police forces, by providing the perimeter. And so dozens of soldiers, many of them yeshiva students, deployed at the roads to the site and prevented supporters from assisting and protesting the destruction. What the soldiers told the residents was very straightforward. There is a danger from terrorists. You can't enter the area. One of the soldiers even spoke with the Ma'ariv reporter, Roy Sharon, and said, "I still cannot believe I was part of this evacuation. I am a soldier in the IDF and not in the police. There is no reason I should be taken on these missions that have nothing to do with the safety of Jews. I almost cried when I discovered this." Now, what are the responses? And the border police officials are actually saying this is very probable because the mission needed secrecy, while IDF officials are saying that there was a suspicious person seen, and that's why the soldiers were brought in. But there's just one question: why did the Hebron residents not know about that? They are normally, of course, informed of any terror threat.
Yoni, we understand there was a closure on the area on the roads leading into the farms, but now some video footage from the event itself has been released.
Yes, Channel 10 revealed the following footage, which can give us a feeling of what went on there. We're talking about a raid which took place at 3 o'clock in the morning. We can see that the police aren't using kid gloves, even with the children. The sounds and the statements heard remind us of what we went through during the evacuation of the Jews of Gush Katif and the Gaza Strip.
הוא איתנו עכשיו לבד, מי ישמור עליו? אותו גירשת מהבית, אני רואה את הדמעות בעיניים שלך. אתה לא מתאים להיות יס"מניק.
תגיד לי, למה אתה בלי טאג? אתה מפחד להזדהות? למה את מקפלת את הטאג לבפנים?
Now, as you can see from footage of Noam Federman from the next day, it was a very rough arrest.
באו מאות שוטרים, כמו גנבים בלילה, באו בליל הבדולה, ופשוט ריבו, השמידו, הרסו.
Now, our Noam Federman seemed undisturbed by the events that took place. He was overheard saying, while overlooking the ruins of his home, that he has merited to fulfill the mitzvah of loving God with all his possessions, as his possessions were destroyed along with his home.
Now, Yoni, how would you define the relationship between the IDF and places in YESHA like Hebron?
Well, Aaron, it's important to understand that many of the residents of YESHA and their supporters see the complexity and difficulty here. When the soldiers are sent to demolish, evacuate, and evict, then of course there's lots of anger being felt and even expressed, and also a lot of pity, because most of the anger is towards the commanders and the political echelons who are giving the orders. However, when it comes to protecting the country and ensuring security and safety in the land of Israel, you'll find these same people in the most elite units taking on very dangerous missions. And so, Aaron, the relationship is compartmentalized: anger and disappointment regarding the acceptance to actually take part in these expulsion missions, but love and admiration for the protection.
Yoni Kempinski, thank you very much for joining us.